Apex take the first win. Apex starting in the second, in the same place again for this race. There we are, in 4th on the grid in the Honda. This time though we've got Danny on the front row with Mark. Mark doing a fab job in the first race there to finish second. He'll be hoping for a win, but Danny needs a good result in this one. Revs are building. Danny creeping, and oh, what a start from Mark! And immediately Lee spins into Apex. Mark goes for his Joker lap, and it's Danny and Andy out front. Danny hits the wall, and Andy straightens it down. Don't know what happened. Lee just speared straight into Apex off the line. That may be investigated. That was all very interesting. And Mark, out on his own, he's come out on the gravel in the Mini, and he's already done his Joker lap, but already he's under pressure from Lee, who comes up the inside, and Apex goes into the back of him, and he smashes him into the back, but he backs out a bit. There shouldn't be any implication of that, but I think perhaps a bit of frustration from Apex, or a little bit of a mistake there. And Mark on Lee, this is all looking good. Looking back at the front though, we need to look at the front because there is only a second between these guys. Danny out in front, absolutely flying at the moment. And oh my goodness, there's cars everywhere. Lee all over the place, Andy through, I don't even know who to. Apex, the race winner from race 1, is now last, but we've got this great battle, second place with Andy and Mark and Lee, and Apex in the background not far behind, already damaged on the front of Andy's. Oh my goodness, 3 of them side by side, sideways, there's contact, 2 of them take each other out, they almost take Apex with them. Apex gets through, he's up to 3rd place, and Mark and Andy having a real tete-a-tete there. That was great to watch. And Danny, as he made a mistake, there's a couple of bangs with the ball there, he takes his Joker lap, and he's out in the lead. He's 1.5, 1.7, 1.6 seconds up on Lee in the Mercedes. Apex up to 3rd after a not very good start, not really his own fault, but a bit of helping hand from Lee, as he said. Whether there'll be a penalty at the end, we'll have to wait and see. And then there was Andy and Mark having their incident all out on their own, and there's 12 seconds covering the field now. Back out in front, and we'll go on board with Lee, with the Mercedes, as he tries to chase down the race leader, who is Danny Brave, and Danny doing a really good job making up for race 1 for sure at this stage. And he heads into the hairpin in the yellow, blue, red Volkswagen Polo, being tailed by the Mercedes A-Class Lee, heading up the hairpin at the top of the hill, cuts over the grass. Apex, how close is Apex? Apex is not close enough at the moment, he's just got up to that same point, and actually Andy's closer to Apex, and Mark a little bit further back. So back out in front with race leader Danny Brave, and it's getting a bit tidy at the moment. I think he wants to win this one, and that car is looking really fab, really clean and tidy at the moment. I'm sure that won't last to the end, but he's definitely doing a good job keeping that car clean compared to most of the rest of the field here. Mercedes looking quite dog-eared already on the front, although still in a better shape than it was in race 2 at the moment. We've got 6 and 3/4 minutes remaining. Apex and the Honda unsurprisingly looking a little bit scraped on the sides, front and back looking tidy. Obviously having that push from Lee off the line. And Andy quite close behind actually in the Renault Megane, but he's lost it on the grass. Is he going to get a skip lap? No, I don't think he will. Hopefully he won't. And there's Mark. Oh, and they've made contact yet again. Mark and Andy really having quite a torrid time fighting together today. Mark getting up the hill. And Danny looking absolutely imperious out in front in the Volkswagen. It's looking good. We'll be hoping for the win in this one. Lee is less than 3 seconds, 2.5 seconds behind. Lee also doing a real solid job. There's still that question mark over the start and that incident with Apex. I have to say, he looked a little bit strange from Lee's perspective. I don't know whether he had a technical issue. He goes into the tyre wall. Apex will be looking lasciviously at that, and he's looking all over the back of that Mercedes now. He wants that second place. I think after getting rather screwed over at the start, he really wants that back. One more for the Honda. The Vert goes into the wall. The Honda is getting closer, closer, closer. Apex trying not to push it too far over the limit, just trying to keep it within the boundaries. And both of them go through the hairpin before heading up the hill. And that's all looking good at the moment. Nice and tidy. Apex makes a move up the inside. Can't quite do it. Lee goes sideways. Apex goes sideways over the grass. And they come out to status quo. And Lee wide again over the grass. So Apex says, well, I'll take some of that with me. And chases down that A-class. This is definitely the closest battle in the field at the moment. Remember, we've still got Danny Brave leading out in front. Lee in second place in Mercedes. Mark is behind these guys in fourth place. And Apex and Andy tailing off the field at the moment on Renault. That's Apex's chance. Lee makes a mistake. Apex straight through. Great stuff. Probably not much chance of a victory here. He's 5.8 seconds behind. With 4 minutes to go. Lee goes over the grass. Apex takes the actual track and actually comes out reasonably well. A little bit further back, Mark having a very quiet time, Andy having a very quiet time as well. Now, can Apex do anything about that lead? He did look quite quick in the first race. Now, Danny might just be keeping it clean and tidy, but at this stage I would say Apex is scoring some time in. They are going to run out of time, I think, to actually have a close battle here, but yeah, Danny Brave's doing a really good job, keeping it really neat and tidy. Look, he really does try and stick the track limits, he says, as he goes 4 wheels over the curve. He launches that tiny little Volkswagen up in the air. Apex has had a mistake. Oh no, we thought he might have a chance of chasing down race leader. We didn't see what happened, but he was off in a barrier, and Lee's back through again. So I don't know if there was contact or whether Apex just lost it on his own trying to chase down the race leader. Don't know. But Apex was trying to get back that position for sure. Mark and Andy still behind these guys, quite some way off. Lee looking good through there, Apex looking good on the exit, showing off that lovely plywood Honda Civic. We go on board with Apex and try and chase down Mercedes, both of them launching it over the grass, not taking any care of the track limits this time. And Lee goes into the wall again. Could give Apex a chance, but Apex clips the ball on the inside, runs a bit wide. As they head down to the next hairpin, will there be a chance for a manoeuvre? I don't think there will. Both of them get a bit sideways. Apex cuts over the grass on the inside, but it loses him time on the exit. Lee again gets it wrong here. This does seem to be the place where Lee and the Mercedes are not quite as on top of it as Apex is and the Honda. They're side by side as they go into the last set of corners. And Lee goes way wide. I don't know if there was a bit of helping hand, but I'm not sure if Lee's going to be particularly amused by that, but after the start line, perhaps that's retaliation and a bit of payback well deserved. And I think Lee's just speared off in the wall in the background. Yeah, he has. So Lee, not much chance, I don't think, of getting back past Apex at this stage in the race at least. Oh, Mark's done a lot of damage to the front of that. Mini, thankfully, the effects of damage are turned off, but that doesn't really look very Mini-esque anymore. It's more of a kit car, sort of Patreon Mini fusion there. And we've got Andy now chasing him down in the Renault, so Andy desperate to try and get back from that last position. Apex does look like he's quick, but it's too little too late now, I think. I think Danny will have done enough in that immaculate looking Volkswagen. I don't know how he's kept it like that throughout the race. I think it's more of a case that he's not been near any other cars, but he's going to make it with the second win, I'm pretty sure of that. We've got another couple of laps to go. Apex in second place, Aloni second place, 6.5 seconds down, Lee 11 seconds down, Mark 23 seconds down, and Andy 25 seconds down, so just over a second between these guys at the moment. and trying to chase him down, but he's lost it. He's gone wide on the grass. That's not going to help his cause whatsoever. And Mark gets a bit of a breather, a bit of respite. Apex is hammering down the time. He's so quick round here, and I think he'll be brewing whatever that error was that put him in the wall earlier. But because he's closing that gap, it's sub 6 seconds. It was up considerably more than that, although it sort of depends where on the lap you look, because we're now sort of up to about 6 seconds again, 5.5, 5.2. And Apex loses it! No! There's no time. I don't know, have we crossed the line? Have we had a race winner, or are we on the last lap? I think we've still got this last lap to go. So Danny on the last lap in the lead. Apex in second, Lee in third. Apex must not make another mistake, otherwise he will lose that second place. But Danny really has driven well from the front row in this race. Didn't get the start that Mark had. Mark had an absolute blinder in the Mercedes, but he's going to finish last, and he comes over the line to win the race. Apex, will he finish second? He comes over the grass, he's Lee in the back row going even wider. All over the place, and Apex finishes second, Lee finishes third. So great drive from these guys. Andy beats Mark in the end. We saw a big off. I think that might be a DNF even from the Mini. We'll find out shortly. But yeah, good driving all round as Andy goes backwards across the finish line, and we'll have your race results coming up shortly. There we are then, confirmation of the results. This time Apex gets the fastest lap with a 38.0, but it's not enough to claw back on the winner, who is Danny in first place in the Volkswagen, picking up 8 points. Apex will pick up 6 points in the Honda, 5 points for Lee in the Mercedes, 4 points for Andy in the Renault, and 3 points, if he's awarded it, for Mark in the Mini.